Tween, which sends him down the fourth. The first very big setback on the Slovak pass towards finalist status, and that will actually even the score out at the top. 42 points apiece as Demotivator takes the 10-pointer, and Tween will get a meager consolation prize of just 3 points for reaching the finish line. 42 apiece, the answer to every question in the world, and 28 points for Fane, 26 for Zyron.
That's why you have it twice, right? You have 2 answers.
Yeah.
2 answers, guys, for the price of 1. But only 2 players can also go through here. And right now it's looking like that Fane and Zyron are really struggling here to match the pace. But just when I say that, it's Tween again with a mistake. So he's really struggling. The Slovakian is falling behind here, dropping a lot of points. And Demo is picking up some severe momentum. You remember what I said beforehand, Geek? Is Demo really that was my thesis. Is Demo really the weakest player in this match? And the answer is certainly no. Right now he's the strongest.
Yeah, right now it might be Fane that might be on the back foot. As you saw his car kind of almost pump a wheelie. He kind of ate the inside on the entry. I think it was the grass or the dirt early on in the map, as we're going to be circling back towards the top because it's another Lithuanian player taking the fight to Demo. Look at the speed that Zyron's able to carry through. But for the final turnaround, will he be able to parlay that into the win? The answer is a yes, although he gave us a few hard flutters there with the stop in the finish game. 56.218 for Zyron, ahead of the Motivator by over a tenth of a second. Fane up into third, Tween in fourth, who went too wide at the exit of the first ice slide and clobbered the wall with the left side of his car. That's gonna hurt.
But everybody's capable of winning rounds here in this match, which is great to see. We go into round number 8, and we have all players having at least 1 round win so far. So that is great to see here from the players, as Zyron now going up to 36 points, Fane at 32 points, of course. Not too bad here either. And then it looked like Demo is gonna just create a little bit of a gap towards Tween, but he couldn't really capitalize on that. Only quote-unquote got second position after the not hectic ending, the much controlled ending from Zyron there, who now fell behind. 0.4 of a second he is behind, and Tween versus Demo for first position in this round. Good line from Demo there. Again, very, very good apex and good exit from the ice set as well. Look how much speed he has.
Also, can we talk about the fact that Fane nearly clipped with the front axle and got away with it? Like, I thought for sure he was going to be clipping and just hooking his front wheels. Grip. Yeah, this is absolutely insanity that we see right here. But Tween manages to continue, basically manage the gap up front, and will thus retake the lead points-wise with a 55.952, 3.6 tenths of a second ahead of the Motivator, Zyron and Fane third and fourth. It's a very nice time that was driven by Tween, acknowledged rightfully by both Zyron and the Motivator, and just look at that, 55 to 54, Tween is back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, very, very good time there from Tween. And we are done with round number 8, and now we go to the
Throwback.
Third map. Throwback it is, and you can also see Cam at the start of this map, which is very good to see. So Cam on there as well, and it also says something on there, which is in Lithuanian, and it means
be a hero.
Be a hero, yeah.
Be a hero. Do you want to try pronouncing it, or are you going to refrain from that?
Tap Hiroyumi.
I'm kind of thinking the same in pronunciation. Tapkeo Yumi. I might have just swallowed an R in trying there.
Yeah, like
nearly spit it back out.
It really is like it's like you're beatboxing.
Yeah.
So like
somebody get Epos on the horn to try and pronounce this.
Exactly. Epos has to attend next year for that to pronounce that. Maybe give us some beatboxing lessons as well. But of course, different languages, different sound systems. So that's what we have. But we certainly have a nice map with parts that we have already seen before. And we already talked about that before. And so Spec has built a nice map with another part like that is new in the end here as well. And so the world record is a time from Elcon. And here we go. End of warm-up, 59.295 is the time here that we're looking at. And my master tournament records. Let's take a look if Tween can extend this lead, as Fane making the first mistake as well as Zyron, and also Demo had to slightly adjust there as well.
Yeah, a couple of clips on the inside for both Fane on the left-hander after the start, and then on the right-hander a couple of seconds afterwards from Zyron leave Tween and the Motivator to kind of argue between themselves on who will get the 10-pointer and who will get the 6-pointer, as we now go on to the Melohi section of the map with the grass reactor and then the jump into Trakai after that that particular section there, and then of course that little vert tap, as I like to call it, where you can tap the wheels of the car to kind of orient that, and great jump on the part of the Demotivator as we exit the Trakai part after the plastic. And of course, this sort of blank slate new part that you said, currently is the host of a comeback from Tween, who takes advantage of a bit of a clip, it seemed like, from the Demotivator, and thus the Slovak player will be moving into the lead and taking the round win with a time of a 1:00.215, and Demotivator with a .428 behind him. Zyron and Fane third and fourth just pick up literally breadcrumbs of points after suffering very heavily in the start.
Yeah, they do. It looked like a very evenly distributed match after everyone just picked up a 10-pointer. But then Tween and Demotivator were just able to punish individual mistakes from them. And now we go into round number 10 of this match. And Zyron, the momentum, I already talked about that during BTL. The momentum is really something that the Lithuanian player, if he has momentum, he's unstoppable. He's one of the best out there. But here he cannot really just catch any momentum. And also Tween with a great line. They're catching up to Fane. Look at that. Look at the battle. Demo with a mistake though. And it's leaving us with Tween versus Fane here, and I think also Demo made a mistake as well as Fane here, who has been slightly clipping, also safely jumping a bit further up, just taking the 6 pointers here.
Yeah, he just decides to not tempt fate there, although he went too far inside and hit the side of the Neon, and that allows the Demotivator to move up into second place, and Zyron up to third. Oh no, what a way to throw 3 points in the bin, just like that. Tween will get to the finish line with a 1:00.025, so close to getting into the 59s. The Demotivator somehow gets away with second place and 6 points. Zyron somehow gets away with third. And as the Demotivator said, one of the rounds, indeed.
Yeah, very important, though, for Demo to get those 6 points instead of 3 or even 4 points, because Zyron and Fane are not significantly catching up. And remember, top 2 are going through here, and very, you think it's not significant, but this really adds up. This really snowballs those kind of points. And with that, Demotivator is also only 9 points away from Tween, who, of course, after his performances in the last couple of rounds, is now up to 75 points. But Demo still in close proximity. 2 good rounds and one good map, and all that it takes that Demo can overtake. And now we see a mistake from Fane there, as Demo is now battling now with Zyron here, who can finally find his second position. Oh, but maybe even the first one, because Tween jumps quite far up there. And Zyron, look at this. Wow.
Zyron got a great jump on the track guide part, and look at how much he attacks on the plastic compared to Tween. They're still going to go side by side. Who gets the best exit? It looks to be Tween by the slimmest of margins. Just a couple of Ks difference now. Swinging to the back of Zyron. Scar, but he slides too much on the grass row before the final couple of jumps, and he will briefly get denied that second place. He will get the trigger of the finish.
Wait,
with he got the trigger with with basically the sidewall of the left rear tire, because he full stop picked in the gates. His car did not have the proper angle to get the trigger. This is like a USA 2026 moment all over again, basically.
That looked